Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis got to be from up north forest from Jamaica. No confirmation, then it's no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This is my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong, right? Shout out to Justin Hunt. I love the fact that when he do these United debates, like I love just how he grab the cats that's from the culture that can well articulate themselves. One thing before my wife was leaving today, before she took the kids to school, was like, you know what, I can deal with. She never, first of all, she was like, she never seen Glasses so calm, talking to DJ Academics. Not on this one. This is my first time watching this, but just talking with Academics, when they had their little debate. She was like, that was the number one reason why I think Glasses was having strong points over Academics, because Ac always yelling at. And she's like, bro, calm down, homie. But anyways, man, like I say, I ain't gonna hold y'all no further, bro. Go ahead and get your drinks, get your smokes, whatever you about to do. You feel me? Go ahead and tap in, because we about to tap in with this. Let's go.
For the course of his career, Lil Wayne obviously got I guess a subtle shout out in the deposition. Probably Wayne and both Ye from that concert. And Lil Wayne also just did a Rolling Stone cover story. And at the same time, Wayne has a project coming June 6th, right? And so we've seen a lot of Lil Wayne over the past couple of weeks. I don't know how I feel about a Wayne project. Like, I'm a super Lil Wayne fan. I think there's something a little bit distant from the Wayne that I used to love lyrically, or at least from the music that he's played, to where he is now. But I can't knock the fact that he's one of the top MCs ever, and there's always anticipation around when he drops. Do you guys have any thoughts about?
Real quick. Well, Wayne, that's my goal. With the albums, for some odd reason, right? And I rock with Wayne, but when he drop like a mixtape, like leading up, or just like give us some mixtapes periodically before he dropped the album, I think that's when it'd be like the build up. Like, okay, because I'm still waiting for like a No Ceilings Part 3. A No Ceilings Part 4. Hell, shit, even give us a Drop 5, or a Drop 6. Because I think after 5, they just was making stuff up. I think the official the last drop was Drop 4. But yeah, give us like a Drop 5, Drop 6. When it comes to, did I say No Ceilings? Just all those other mixtapes that he had, that Sorry for the Wait. He could have gave us a Sorry for the Wait Part 3, Part 4. So I think when he dropped those mixtapes, like the classic mixtapes, and then he dropped the album, that's when it's like we dive in a different direction. And I think he'd get really deep in his bag. Because the last Carter 5 was cool, don't get me wrong. I rock with it. But in my opinion, it was like a selective, it was probably like a good handful of songs that had replay value, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something I just listened to all the way through. And I'm a Wayne head. But let's go.
Lil Wayne's project that's coming out in 2025. And should we be able to expect something from someone who doesn't remember Watch the Throne and didn't know Not Like Us was a Drake diss track? What do we expect from a Lil Wayne project in 2025?
Man, don't fall for that.
Yeah,
he trolling. Like Wayne, I've interviewed Wayne. I spent time around Wayne. I love Wayne, man. I've interviewed him a bunch of times, and he is in his own world. He is very much in the bubble. Like that. There is a truth to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when Nip passed away. You know what I'm saying? When Nip passed away, no lie, Wayne waited like damn near a week later before he said R.I.P. Nip. Now, don't get me wrong, that don't necessarily mean that justify that of course he didn't just find out. You got to think, with the connection with him and Lauren and Carter. But the fact that he like, I'm just saying on Twitter, people was like, wait, what, Wayne? Like, what you mean, bro? That was last week. You feel me? But, everybody was kind of like, no lie, Wayne probably just found out. So it's just funny that, you feel me, Rob was saying, like, man, that man be in his own world. And I believe him, bro. I really do. But what throw me off, though, is once again, referring back to the mix, he be having punchlines that's relative up to date. Like, he'll say something that'd be like, damn, how you know about that, for somebody that don't be on social media. So that's why it be throwing me off sometimes. But let's go.
Think about how much he records. Also, he's been young since a young age. So he's been very much encapsulated and encased within the business. So he's not paying attention to the same stuff that we're paying attention to. Absolutely. But I don't believe for a second that he didn't know Watch the Throne happened, especially when he responded to, on his good, he responded to Jay-Z. Jay-Z had a line on him, baby money, you got baby money. And then Wayne responded to that line. You know what I'm saying?
How much you like your lady, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And
my fault that, Rob.
And not like us. I mean, the line. Hey, Drake.
To be honest, in all fairness, right? Once again, in all fairness, I think I remember this story. I think Kanye told this story back then, not the Kanye now. Back then, Kanye said that, was it Kanye? Whoever it was, Ye played that song for Wayne in the studio. To be fair, I don't know if he played the whole, I don't know, but he played that song, whatever song. Was it him or whatever? Y'all ain't even got my baby money or whatever. You niggas ain't even got my lady money. So, and I know this for a fact. So Wayne could have just heard that song and then threw the shot back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't necessarily mean that he heard the whole album or even knew what they was doing. He did hear that song, though, because even both parties confirmed that from both camps. Kanye and I don't know if it was Cortez or if it was Mac Main that confirmed that. Yeah, that's what he heard that. So that's why Wayne threw the shot back on this Carter 4 album. So I can believe that. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Wayne got to say. I'm just to be fair. I did hear that story. Like, bro, he heard that song in the studio and then went and replied like, "Oh, okay, he threw a shot. I'm gonna throw one back." You know what I'm saying?
I heard you like him young. How you don't know that's this record? So I think there's truth to it, and then I think it's a bit of trolling right now. But it gets the people talking, and I hope I want this project to be good. I want this project. I want to see our legends grow and go out on top. I want that for Nas. I want that for Jay. I want that for Wayne. These guys laid the foundation. Like I said before, even a guy like that, no matter where him and Wayne may be, who knows? That's between them. Wayne said they're good. You stand on the shoulders of the ones that came before you, and Dot's always giving it up. You know what I'm saying? And there's very few artists as influential to a generation as Lil Wayne has been. It's not just Kendrick; it's an entire generation. Mm-hmm. So I have no expectation, because I don't want to be let down. But I want this. I want this shit to be ill. I'm rooting for Wayne. I want Wayne to go out on top.
For people who aren't aware about this project, Wyclef is heavily producing this. They're working together on this project, which I think could lean into some different songwriting. That's what this Rolling Stone feature talked about. And there's some unexpected collaborations. I think there's an opera singer that's supposed to be on this that Wayne's excited about. Headcrack. Yeah. What do you think about Wayne right now? And do you think that this is something that people want to hear? Or that you want to hear, rather. Excuse me.
Wayne will always come off the bench, on feature records with some bars where you're like, God damn, he still got it. You know what I mean? And that gets me excited as a person who likes rap for the sake of rappity rap. I love to hear mixtape or feature type Wayne. I think in order for him, because we also have to set our expectations as to what does success look like for Lil Wayne in 2025, 2026, when you've achieved all the things you've achieved. Because shoot, when you look at the attention span of people will love an album for a weekend, maybe a second weekend, and then they're moving on to the next thing. We're not measuring things with the same metrics. So what kind of cultural impact can some of the records that he, releases have? What's memeable? So the kids will TikTok to it or whatever. Or even with the Wyclef component, hopefully this will expand his sound and get him to a point where maybe he can make some international sounding records, but I'm sure his core fans are going to hate that. So
real quick, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut Headcrack off, but I'm talking like I'm actually talking to Headcrack, but didn't mean to cut his wisdom. I think the last time they worked, y'all can let me know in the comments, but I think the last time that Wayne and Wyclef worked was, I think the song called Operator. And I just said the Drought 4, and that was like 2007, 2008, 8ish. So that was the last time that they collabed. From my knowledge, you feel me? From my understanding, I don't know if they did anything after that, but I think it'll be dope to hear to hear them collab again, in my opinion, you feel me? Because they had good chemistry on that song, so I think it would be dope.
It's one of those you damned if you do, damned if you don't things if you Lil Wayne. And I think he's put enough time and equity into the business where he can try everything. And he should try everything. And just see what stokes his interest and makes him excited. I mean, that's what I would like to hear. Cause like, I mean, he's proved to us he can rap for mad years. What else do you want from him?
The last time I remember Wyclef working with a super MC, I'm not sure how well that worked out.
Are we talking Cannabis?
Big shout out to Cannabis.
Cannabis?
I'm talking
Shout
about
out Cannabis.
Man. I think Cannabis' career would have had a completely different trajectory if it wasn't for Wyclef at that point in time. But Read My Soul, what do you think about this Wayne project? Your class of 03, as you mentioned. Class of 03 anticipating this. You had to go up in debates against people talking about Wayne while you had your Lloyd Banks CD.
Oh yeah, I was a hunger for more guy. Like in the documentary, like you couldn't tell me nothing. Like nothing Wayne was doing was going against that. But over time, I've learned to really love Wayne, and I think that the last project that he did, which I'm going to count, was the Carter 5, and that was one of my favorite Wayne projects in a long time. It had like Let It All Work Out, where he kind of explained some of his story. Right, we been begging Wayne and Nicki to talk about their life. He actually talked about him getting shot and all of that different stuff. So I really appreciate that, and I think he caught one with the Swiss song. Where the funds go. Yeah. Had all the white girls doing the Harlem Shake all over the world. Like to the point where I did it. They was like, you doing the white girls? I'm like, no, I'm from this is the real Harlem Shake. But that was the last time he caught one, and and for me, I think he did like Funeral. He did like a few other projects between that I don't really count. But that was the last Carter project. And to me, it was good. So I'm excited. I feel as though his steam was taken out a little bit with him not getting the Super Bowl. It kind of seems like he paired that together and it just didn't happen for him. So I'm excited to see what he does, like Head Rock and it's gonna be Head Crack. Sorry, Head Crack said to get people's attention. I want to see like what he does. What does he do? Something deep? Does he do something poppy? So I think I'm always gonna be interested in Wayne. And you said Wyclef, but the last time he was on stage with Wyclef was like the last really good Wayne like freestyle where he was like,
"That Ready or Not?"
Yeah, Prize and Wyclef. That joint was hard.
Yeah,
and if that was off the top, I was like that was impressive. So I'm excited to see what Wayne gonna do. I can never count Wayne out. I give him grace. I always give Wayne grace because he's been famous for so long. So with all of the I don't remember and stuff like that, I kind of just be like,
and that's true.
Yeah, he been famous.
Genuinely don't be knowing. Rob know damn well that motherfucker is crazy. Like, people think he might know the song, but he will not know Watch the Throne. Like he just different, bro. Like I used to watch.
And shout out Glad. I'm glad Glad's get where I'm. And he been around. You feel me? We forget when. I'm pretty sure he probably gonna explain that, but he been around the camp since like 08. You feel me? So yeah.
Watch him all the time, and I'll be like, this motherfucker don't know nothing going on, nothing. All he do is rap, watch sports, and drink tea, and rap and smoke. That's the same repetition. So I remember when the stuff first came out, and I said when the stuff happened where he tweeted the little stuff.
Well, on that one, Glasses, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you say rap, watch sports, drink tea, well, the sports part, because we all know that Sports Center, the news covered the Drake and Kendrick situation. You know what I'm saying? Not Like Us was mentioned multiple times on ESPN. So, you kind of shot. That's why I say, come on, Wayne. Sometimes it'd be believable, but then again, it'd be like, come on, Wayne. Like, are you serious? Now, it is possible that him hearing Not Like Us, right? Because once again, I think I felt like I'm gonna read my soul in this situation, like give him grace, because he said it himself that, hey, by the time I get in my car, and you know how you get that split second, you feel me, before your aux or your Bluetooth connects, when the Bluetooth, so whatever little second that you hear in a song, after that, bam, it's his music or what he doing, like, you know what I'm saying? And he probably just refused, like, bro, I don't want to listen to that. Like, I could believe that too, but to say that he didn't know that was it's like, man, the Sports Centers, they covered that, bro. So I don't know about that one.
Stuff at Dot. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, he didn't hear the song. And everybody's like, well, how you know that? I'm like, dog, if you know him, bro, he did not hear the song. Somebody came and told him, hey, Doc got at you in the song, and said, and kind of said what he said. And this is where I think, you know, him and his career is a little different, because prime him, he wouldn't even said nothing. But this version of him is going to tweet, right? He's going to tweet something, but he really won't have an understanding. And I told everybody, I said, you're going to notice as soon as he heard the song. You're going to notice it, because he's going to say, I'm sorry. I remember, I think I told Kurt that he's going to say, I'm sorry. As soon as he hears the song, he'll be like, oh, I'm tripping. My bad. And everybody, I'm like, bro, but the type of delusion, like, to be great that it take, bro, that's how I first saw it. I didn't see it before. That was the first time I saw somebody where they had no real nut, like they was just here. Like we just be in the studio all the time. And we're not playing nothing else. Like he'd be just loading up features, bro, just random features from who are these people? He just knock them out and they just sending them back. I just never saw no shit like that. So I'm one of the few now, people say I give him grace, but just knowing him and watching him work, like he's one of the most authentic and genuine people I know, you know what I mean, by far. So I know he's never been a liar. I never in my life seen him to be a liar. Nothing he ever told me was a lie. He always been straight up. Even how I started, you know, writing lyrics in my head. Like he said something to me that really 9 out of 10 people I'd have punched their ass upside the fucking face for. He's like, man, you still write your lyrics? I'm writing my lyrics in the Sidekick for a song. And he's like, you still writing your lyrics down? Damn, you don't even smoke weed, and just walked off.
Sidekick, 07. Look, look at that. Sidekick, T-Mobile.
Off. Like that shit was like, what, nigga? You know what I mean? And it just made me stop. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he is. He's a very authentic and genuine person. So I never known him to be a full of shit nigga. You know what I mean? He's not gonna lie. So I know, and that's true. I do know him.
I'm laughing at Kurt this whole time. Look at Kurt. Kurt, I don't know. I can't read Kurt. I don't know if Kurt said G below you cap, or if he like, man, I feel you. Like, it's possible, but Kurt, you up there, you got me rolling, dog. I'm laughing this whole time. I can't figure Kurt out.
But he ain't never been a liar. So when he's saying it, I'm like, that's probably true. I can see him not knowing about the Watch the Throne, hearing a song, because these are the biggest songs in the world, hearing a song and not caring what they came from. But that was cool. That's how he is. Oh, that's cool.
He might have forgot though, because wasn't they talking about him and Drake doing the album at that same time?
Right.
Well, Rob, he actually
might have forgot.
He had a freestyle where he says, she said she wanted to watch something. I told her anything but the throne. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so he says something. Now, two things can be true. I think that Wayne really be high. I think he'd be high. He'd be high, and he might live in that bubble. As far as like what I think about Wayne, I'm always rooting for him too. Like, we the same age. I watched him grow up in this game before I was in the game, and I'm always happy for him. We got the same name. But Wayne has done everything. Like, musically, he's done everything. What I'd like to see him do is start going back to how he was with Manny Fresh and going with one producer. I would love to hear Wayne and Only Alchemist.
No.
That ain't my fault. Now I got to go back on that because Wayne just Wayne know about him bringing that up, and I think I remember that freestyle. And I'm thinking in my head, bro, is it possible? Here you go. Look, I'm playing devil's advocate. Is it possible that Wayne heard, don't let me get in my zone, don't let me watch the throne, whatever that is, the niggas in pair? Like, if he heard that, right, and he just took a shot because he heard Kanye and Jay-Z say it, but not know that they came out with an album? I know y'all probably be like, now you reach it, like, you feel me? But I'm just saying, is that possible? Like, okay, because like I said, we know for a fact he heard that song, but okay, I'm taking a shot. He probably was still taking a shot from that baby money. Like, okay, you threw a shot, I'm gonna throw 2 shots. You feel me? Like, I heard you say something about Watch the Throne in the song, so I'm just gonna, you feel me, try to play, wordplay off that. But I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to defend this one, Wayne. I ain't gonna even lie.
No, Wayne and Manny Fresh.
No, but they've done that already. I would love to hear Wayne and Alchemist, because Nothing on Me is one of my favorite joints ever, and I think it's one of Alchemist's like it's one of them obscure beats that there's no other beat you could compare that beat to. And I just would love to hear Wayne just rapping on that type of stuff. But it's like, I don't know what to expect because he's done everything. So it's interesting to see how he's going to attack it.
I mean, I think there's a lot of room for him to, like, you know, be more well-rounded from a content standpoint too, to be honest. You know, I think that's another thing.
That's another thing, man. But y'all let me know, man, in the comment section below, man, how y'all feel about the Carter 6? Like, you think what direction you think Wayne is going, you feel me, gonna go with it? And also, man, like, what's the expectations? Like I said, like I just said in the beginning, man, him dropping the mixtapes, that's what, you feel me, that's what I would want to get from him. Like, man, I wish he would have just dropped something real quick and then, like, to gear us up. But I mean, Wayne gonna be Wayne regardless. He gonna be good regardless. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, like and comment, subscribe. Grab.